fall sports season team previews continue today with a pair of stops over in Gering from the last couple of days. We check in on the Bulldogs football and softball teams. Let's start on the gridiron. Gering last year put together a 6-3 record, which got the program back into the postseason, and they hosted that first-round playoff game as well. Head coach Danny O'Boyle says the success a year ago has ushered in a bit of a different feel for this year's camp and run-up to the season.
You can definitely tell there's a sense of confidence within this group. We return a lot of guys from last year's team, a lot of guys that either started or played a heavy amount of varsity football. 7 guys for sure on defense, 7 guys for sure on offense, but then those other guys that are mixing in are guys that got a ton of varsity reps in games last year. So there's definitely a different sense of confidence with this group.
Gering has some key returners off last year's team, including senior Bo Gable, who's set for a heavy workload no matter what position he plays or where he lines up.
I'm going to be at the outside linebacker on defense, and then offense I'll be a little bit everywhere, slot, running back. And then just as a team goals, we're trying to obviously go back to the playoffs and maybe win a few games, shock some people, and just have some fun this year.
Gable sorting through his college options right now. He's set for a big senior season. Also back, the key man at the quarterback position, that's senior Reese Knight.
I mean, we got a lot of receivers come back, like Max Judy and Ayler Bell, and then we got Gabe Milton too, and then backs like Tyler Cape, Bo Gable, and Ethan Hernandez are going to be all big guys for us this year.
Coach O'Boyle says the success of last year plus the amount of returning starters on the team has given them a leg up on preparations compared to years past.
Yeah, the install has been the nicest thing because most of these guys have it, and so it's just making minor tweaks and stuff. Whereas, at this point last year, we're still kind of taking baby steps, installing new schemes, and trying to get guys to understand it, be on the same page. So it's been a lot faster this year, it seems like, which has been a lot smoother for us. But this has been a great group of leaders so far because they're taking the young guys under their wing and they're helping those young guys, and they're doing a really good job of leading by example. These guys are hustling in and out. Between drills, hustling to water, back from water, and so the young guys, especially the freshmen coming in, they see that that's the standard, and so they see that, and then then it's going to be their job in turn in the next year or two to carry on that tradition and keep those standards alive.
The Bulldogs will open their campaign on the 29th with a road game at Torrington. As for the Gering softball team, they're hoping for big things also this year. They're coming off a 19-win season last year. It's an interesting dynamic for Coach Zach Ostergaard right now, as they've lost program great Gabby Moreno, but returned nearly everyone else.
Yeah, obviously a tough loss losing someone like Gabby, but, the best thing about this group of girls is they have a tough mindset as well. And, Gabby did a really good job last season of being a leader and stepping up for this group. And, now I have a few girls that are filling into that role themselves. And it's been a very smooth transition. Returning all those girls that got a lot of varsity experience should make that transition into this year a whole lot smoother.
The Bulldogs have Jacelyn Brown back this season. She's now a 4-year starter, and she's hit near the top of the order for Gering really since day one of her time with the program.
I'm not really thinking stat-wise. I just want to have a positive year, I guess. I want to be the teammate that everybody's wanting to be around. Obviously stat-wise I'd like to improve too, but I don't want to be too much pressure on myself too either. So I just want to have fun this year.
Other key returners include Brody and Riley Luce, Danae Savala, and Ava Escamilla, among others. It really all starts in the circle at this level of softball, and sounds like Gering has some quality options at pitcher.
Yeah, we're blessed with quite a few arms this year, and the best thing about last year is they were young and kind of inexperienced, but all of them got that varsity experience and got themselves ready for this year. Brody Luce really proved herself last year. Libby Baum as well. You'll see Olivia Ernst in the circle too, and even Danae. You can kind of expect her to get some appearances, if or when we need her. So we just got a lot of options, and we'll kind of get a feel for how the game's going, and all 4 of those girls will be ready at any time.
The softball season for Gering starts next weekend. Stay tuned for more fall camp reports here on KNEB.TV, the website, and on air.